bottle of sack. We'll to Sutton Coldfield tonight.
Shakespeare, as usual, had the right idea. And now we're treading in fourth-class footsteps to Sutton Coldfield, where the new Midlands transmitter of the BBC television service has just been opened. On Saturday the 17th of December, 1949, the new Midlands transmitter was formally opened by the Postmaster General. So the Midlands service is opened. And the new landmark, which has arisen above the Warwickshire countryside, is also a landmark in the development of a nationwide television service.
Hang on. So they've been giving you enough money for 5 people. They did it with a one jack. Did you get the 5 people's worth of money? No, but so basically, in the time, and that is an end. Just about the time that's all done, Kenny guys have now
thousands, potentially millions of television receiving aerials standing above the roofs of Midland houses of all sizes and kinds form the last link of this new system, a new gateway to the Midlands.
In order to find out what the people of the Midlands thought about this new development of television, David Martin of the BBC Midland region went out with a mobile unit to collect opinions.
Well, the Midlands, as we know it, is a fair-sized chunk of the country, extending from the Welsh border.
I had the stores. I think that was the STV's office.
Yeah,
that one.
Yeah. Yeah.
You got your bearings?
Yeah.
Right. I'm going to have to show you a bit later now. Yeah.
It's a Jordan Clydestron with a lower gain. And does anybody remember the arguments about depressed collector Clydestrons? Yeah, well, this is one, a shortened version of it. And the highest collector is up at minus 37 kV. Yeah, good for it. And there's a whole load of other collectors of different potentials that collect the unused electrons as it goes through the beam, shoves it back in the power supply to give us an efficiency of about 37% or so. So that's much better. And obviously it's a linear transmitter, a little bit linear.
Linearized.
There's not as much pre-correction as you needed to put on the sinks and the grey bits. It's all done with a feedback loop straight into the drive, and it does it for you. You stand back and you can see the shoulders and the IPs just dropping automatically. So that's we've written T now instead of doing that. And bang. Rock baby, rock baby.
How does it make an estimation of the
No, it does constellation diagram, measures it, and then looks at the fuzziness of the blocks, and reduces it. That's the best way to describe it. And so there's only three tuning controls now. Remember, there's the 4-cavity Clydestron. Input coupling on each one. And all I've got on this is input coupling, input tune, and then these 2 units are the output cavity. So there's only got 2 cavities, and it's like a double hump response like that instead of a void VSB, a void vision that you have to have a perfect flat response. None of that. You just do a hump like that, maximise the efficiency, and close the door. It's made by L3. I think that might be EV. Yeah. And all of the high voltage power supplies are outside, out of the way, in oil. And the strange thing on these is, because the collectors I was talking about are at minus 37 kV, you can't put those in glycol and cool them. No. So what they do is that they're all sat in a pool of oil. All right. And that's pumped round to a glycol heat exchanger that then goes outside to the waste heat.
Well, that's excellent.
Yeah, so each transmitter has got access to the reserve combiner. It's small, cheap kayaks. It's not more expensive. Eventually, it comes out with the full 6 channels or 7 channels on this one. Straight together. It should be, yes. That's what it's in the way, Anybody, any transmitter can come into this thing. Yeah. One at a time. So this S1 antenna is the one on the very top candle. One below it, and then when we go to the S2 antenna, sometimes you have to reduce the sometimes you have to
S2 if you want to, or do they kick up a fuss when you're on S2?
Cold, I hope.
I think the Crystal Palace that kick up a fuss because the S2
I was aware of it so much.
It's okay. Yeah.
Because remember there was the whole thing.
Just the heads, can you see them there?
Yes.
USB heads.
Oh, yeah,
That's the latest version of Camix.
There's an old friend, adrenaline dehydration.
Yeah, I for that. Yeah.
God, these are so reliable.
Are they?
Water cooled.
It must be really boring now.
Water cooled Com5 dual channels. What's all those channels? And they're beautiful. Well, if you look at the back, what you're plugging into is one machined piece of aluminium. And this is the water manifold.
Yeah.
And then, as you say, the RF side of it is another piece of copper, machined.
I remember that I was at Walsall at the time whenever they were doing the and it was a nice way to combine the ring combine, that ring combiner, isn't it?
Yes.
Yeah. Trying to cross the ring combiner. Yeah. It isn't so nice, I remember some of those things.
So this bit is where we fix the very early incarnation of DAB transmitters. I think Marconi made the first one, and then Hirschman in Germany made the second one.
Oh yeah.
They were bought out by Harris and stuff like that.
What, and just rebadged it?
Yeah, but these are basically Band 3 TV transmitters that have been modified to work on 200 megs. A Class A, really inefficient. But they were...
Well, you remember what you were
So now, this is where BBC 1, BBC 2 used to be. It's a warehouse. Quite depressing. I'd rather not take you down there. Everything in that line, I think, is broken. And this is telemetry stores and stuff like that. And this is the soaking area for when we think we fixed something.
I've got the work order.
That's all right.
Distribution is made. So we've set up a completely nationwide microwave link network. Each of these can do about 250 megabits, and as you can see, we bought the extra bolt-on board with VNCs on it. Yeah. So we can pull the DAB circuits out for Wales and push them back in another direction.
Are they still G703?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. At the moment.
All right.
And then, as of this week, We're now doing it totally IP. So within a few months, the whole network's going to go from VNC plus or minus 2 3/4 volts, 2 megabits per second, to boring old, well, boring.
That's just an IP to G703 stuff.
Yes. So that.
Oh, this is different audio then. Oh, can we tell people?
I don't set up for transparent.
You must remember this stuff.
Oh, afraid so.
Still doing its job?
Yeah.
This was the old Band 2 combiner hall, but
Yeah.
Still Band 2, still the mainstay of what we do, isn't it, really?
Well, you're on less power, aren't you now? So
Yeah, the power's a lot lower than it
it shouldn't overheat now, should it?
Oh, it used to.
You shouldn't have any burnt.
How much have they turned it down by?
Well,
I didn't know that had happened.
Classic haven't bothered. They're still up at 20 kilowatts. You see,
Oh,
they
they?
don't care.
Wow.
so
Yeah.
the Edistons look familiar for some reason.
Yeah.
Why do they look familiar? Because they wouldn't have been in our day, were they?
Yeah, there were.
Or somewhere they were.
Somewhere, not here, but yeah.
And the original Band 1 transmitter.
Showroom behind you.
Yeah. Stuffed windows.
Yeah. Yeah.
Do you know how difficult it is to make a curved window? Well, that is just a piece of art.
Yeah.
Sorry, it's more interesting.
No, you're right. You're right.
We're interested in everything, aren't we, basically? Is that DVD again? That's the original.
TIE, sorry.
Oh, God, that's still
The
working.
old Band 2 drive.
Yeah.
Wow.
That's the current
Oh, wait, it's still there?
radio WM.
All right.
Are they re-engineering? Are they re-engineering these yet? Question that can't be asked.
I don't know. When the mailbox engineer comes here from the BBC, he said the mailbox, right, where they are at the moment, right, everything's brand new, and they're moving to a new place. They've moved 2 or 3 times
Moving
since
again.
that was here.
Yeah.
And I said, what's going on? Yeah. You've got the original stuff.
Yes.
From.
Yes, on eBay. On AliExpress. Yeah.
But when you plug them in, they're not actually connected to anything inside. They've got no silicon inside.
Oh,
So they're just typing the numbers on the top and selling them. But we found enough stock to keep going on these, because these are quite high-powered 500-watt modules, aren't they? You know?
Yeah.
And they've got a terrible tri-plate design, which is difficult to work with. But we have got some specialists at Daventry who still fix them. There's a shortage of output modules, BGY33.
Yeah.
Well, there was when I was here, and that
They're
was.
on AliExpress, but
Yeah, I want to find them.
I think we tried them and they're rubbish, probably.
A.R. Reese Lewis, Designs Department, designed those.
Yeah.
Reese Lewis. I'm not sure whether he's still around.
Is that the correct? Since we went to Pebble Mill.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that, no, I think it went to the Tower in Birmingham
Oh,
first.
was it? Oh, right, yes, yeah.
And then that one there is 1964.
Yeah.
First colour TV one. I think that BBC Two, yeah. 625 line 405.
That's where I thought the old ISDN2E adapters as well.
Yeah, just a load of scrap plastic.
It was next door, wasn't it?
They've got the circuit boards on it.
Really are they?
It seems smaller in here than it used to be, but maybe I was just smaller.
Standards converters very rare. And guess what? A test card generator there.
How many people listen to this old FM?
The silver quick.
Yep.
Nikon decoders. Yes, and the splitters. This is the brand new.
Graphics on that.
Oh, wow.
Software decoding now.
Hold on, I might be having a seizure. So this still does its best from IP to produce that 2048 stream that you were talking about from the post office and the cream fronted units. And before it was called G703, it used to be called Pulse Distribution, I think. It was before it was internationally standardised. And then you must have put loads of these in. Yeah. On E1. remember the name.
See these little connectors? They're special crimp ones. The server level. I've got a box of those at home.
I've got the print tool if you want it.
Oh, well done.
I can lend you that if you want.
Oh, that's amazing.
I wrote a programme for the BBC Micro to make those labels.
When you can actually play everything on Beethoven's Fifth on the panel.
Some of it is exactly the same as it's been for the last God knows how many years. Everything else has changed. That's a switch here, yeah. That's further. Thank you, Ian.
1949, so it's 75 years to the day, and really I think everyone in this room has been such a huge part of Sutton Coldfield's history that we just wanted to say thank you, throw a bit of a get together, have a little bit of an event. Feel free to grab Ian Ashford. Ian, give us a wave. John Ingram, give us a wave. Or any members of the team, if you want to have more of a look around the site, have a look at the services, check up on us on how we've been maintaining things since you've left. And for anyone that's especially enthusiastic about Sutton Coldfield's 75th, there's a pub down the road for anyone that wants to continue celebrations afterwards. So.
Am I the only one with a group?
Today marks the 75th anniversary of the first television broadcast in the Midlands. On the 17th of December 1949, the Sutton Coldfield transmitter was officially switched on. Today it serves nearly 2 million homes, bringing you this programme and much more every day of the year.